तो रफी साहब एज ए सिंगर वो क्या थे वो मुझे बताने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, लेकिन एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग, एज ए पर्सन वो क्या थे वो हमें पता है। सारे इंडस्ट्री को, बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री को पता है। वो एक, हम तो उन्हें कहते थे एक मसीहा सिंगर, आई मीन ग्रेटेस्ट सिंगर ऑफ द मिलेनियम आई विल से।
क्या बात है।
अगर हिंदुस्तानी फिल्मों का अगर आप बात करें तो मुझे लगता है कि 100 साल भी एक मोहम्मद रफ़ी नहीं बन सकता।
वाह, क्या बात है। वेल सेड सर। आज we have such a huge pleasure that we have Jitendra ji also with us. मुझे एक छोटा सा वाकया याद आ रहा है। कुछ 2.5 साल पहले की बात होगी और तब मैं सर को इंटरव्यू करने उनके घर पे गया था। उस वक्त मेरा कुछ प्रोफेशनली थोड़ा मामला डामाडोल चल रहा था। मैं कहा सर आजकल मैं बड़ा मैं कुड़ता रहता हूँ। यू नॉट बिलीव इट, ही सेड वन सेंटेंस एंड वेरी एंग्री। ही सेड अनमोल कुड़ना नहीं है, दैट्स इट। उसके बाद इट जस्ट चेंज्ड माय लाइफ एंड व्हेन आई कॉल्ड हिम फॉर दिस शो he said Rafi साहब not just the singer but the man Mohammed Rafi. I am going to be
Can I stand up and say?
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
नमस्कार। मैं लेट आने के लिए माफी मांगता हूँ, मगर मेरी फ्लाइट लेट ही हो गई तो मैं कुछ कर नहीं सका। तो जब मैं प्लेन सर्कल कर रहा था मुंबई के ऊपर तो स्टूवर्ड्स ने बोला कि कहाँ जाना है इतनी जल्दी, आप इतने बेताब क्यों हो रहे हो। मैंने कहा रफ़ी साहब की याद में एक प्रोग्राम है, मुझे वो अटेंड करना है। ओ रफ़ी साहब की याद में शाम, मैंने कुछ नहीं बोला। मैं बोला इसका जवाब मैं यहाँ आकर दूंगा। याद हम उसको करते हैं जिन्हें हम भूल जाते हैं। रफ़ी साहब को कभी कोई भुला नहीं सकता। उनकी यादें हमारे दिलों में, हमारे जिंदगियों पे राज करती रहेंगी। हमारी जिंदगियों में क्यों, मुझे यूं लगता है कि आने वाली पीढ़ियों पे भी राज करेंगी। मैं वो खुश नसीब कलाकार हूं जिन्हें उनकी आवाज उधार में मिली और ये उधार का कर्ज मैं कभी नहीं चुका पाऊंगा। देखिए, ये रफ़ी साहब की संस्कृति है, उनका अपब्रिंगिंग है कि आज भी उनके बच्चे उन्हें कितने शौक से और उन्हें कितने मान से याद करते हैं। वरना आजकल के बच्चे जीते जी माँ बाप को भूल जाते हैं, देखते भी नहीं। मैं उनके, देखिए वो सिंगर बहुत अच्छे थे, इसलिए इतने सालों तक इतने टॉप पे रहे। तो मैं कोई बड़ी बात नहीं कहूंगा कि बहुत अच्छे सिंगर थे, वो तो थे ही। Everybody enjoyed his singing, that's why we are all assembled. So I should not be saying the same thing again and again. But he was a very great man. वो मेरा एक पर्सनल वाक्य जो मैं आपको बताता हूँ। देखिए, चावल पके हैं कि नहीं पके, सब चावल नहीं खाने पड़ते, चावल का एक दाना काफी होता है। मैं एक्टर बना, आई एम फ्रॉम वेरी लो मिडिल क्लास फैमिली। तो जब मैं एक्टर बना तो थोड़े अच्छे दिन देखने को मिले। तो मेरा भाई, मेरे फादर, उनको भी काम पे लगाना था, तो हमने फिल्म प्रोडक्शन शुरू की। पहली पिक्चर थी हमजोली, उन्होंने गाने गाए, रफ़ी साहब ने वो छोड़ दीजिए। फिर मेरी एक ऐसी पिक्चर आई जिसने मुझे जिंदगी में 20 साल पीछे कर दिया। खैर वो बात भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ। वो पिक्चर थी दीदारे यार। उसका पहला गाना रिकॉर्ड किया था रफ़ी साहब। मैं अमाउंट के साथ फिगर बताता हूँ क्योंकि यहाँ इनकम टैक्स का डर नहीं है। मुझे याद है उस वक्त उनको पहले गाने का हमने 4,000 रुपया दिया था। इट वॉज अ बिग मनी एट दैट टाइम। और दीदारे यार के बनते बनते 4-5 साल बीत गए और लास्ट गाना था मेरा और ऋषि कपूर का। तो किशोर दा और रफ़ी साहब ने गाया। जब गाना खत्म हुआ तो प्रोडक्शन वाला मुझे पूछने आया कि रफ़ी साहब को क्या देना है। मैंने क्या मतलब, जो दादा को दिया वो तो दो, वो तो लेंगे उतना ही। तो मैंने पूछा दादा ने कितना लिया, उन्होंने कहा 20,000 लिया। तो मैंने 20,000 दो। मुझे याद है उनके ब्रदर इन लॉ सेक्रेटरी थे, उनके क्या नाम था? यस। तो मैं पाली हिल पे रहता था, वो मेरे घर पे आए और मुझे बोले कि रवि साहब से बात करो। तब मोबाइल नहीं था, लैंडलाइन पे मैंने फोन उठाकर बात की तो मुझसे पंजाबी में बात करते थे। ओए जीते, तेरे को बहुत पैसे आ गए। क्यों है रफी साहब? वो उनके सेक्रेटरी जो उनके ब्रदर इन लॉ थे 16,000 रुपए लेकर आए मेरे को देने के लिए। He said, I've taken 4,000 from you, I will take only 4,000. And इससे अच्छा वाक्य क्या हो सकता है रफी साहब के बारे में? बाकी सब तो हम घड़ी घड़ी दोहराते ही जाएंगे। But I think he was genuinely a great man, a great soul. God bless him.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Coming from the legend himself, we have another legend here with us, SP Saab.
बालू जी, रफी साहब के याद में आप जो बोलना बोलिए, तो गाना भी पड़ेगा।
SP Saab, एक बार
आप कब से हमको बालू जी कहने लगे? से बालू।
देखिए, मैं अभी दिल्ली में था तो बाबुल सुप्रियो मेरा बहुत पुराना दोस्त। हम दोनों जब 1990 में शो करने गए थे जोनासबर्ग, तो वो भी मेरे साथ थे। वो, कुमार सानू, मेरी वाइफ, और चारों में सबसे बेसुरा मैं। और गाने का शौक मैक्सिमम मुझे। मैं तो ऊपर वाले को पकड़ने वाला हूं जाके कि गाने का इतना शौक कूट कूट के भरा, तो इतना भयानक बेसुरा क्यों बना दिया? तो बाबुल सिंह की बात कर रहा था, तो ही इज नाउ मिनिस्टर ऑफ होम और हेवी इंडस्ट्रीज। वो फंक्शन में चीफ गेस्ट थे। आई कॉल्ड हिम बाबुल जी। ही आल्सो गॉट। मैंने कहा बाबुल जी, आप जिस ओहदे पे बैठे हो, आप उस ओहदे को सलाम है। उसी तरह जो एक्सपीरियंस, जो काम आपने जिंदगी में किया है, ये उसका जी है। क्या बात है सर?
नमस्कार जी सबको। आई एम नॉट दैट फ्लुएंट इन हिंदी, माफ कीजिए अगर इफ आई एम डिसअपॉइंटिंग यू। मैं आज इधर ये गायक की आई हैव नॉट कम हियर एज अ सिंगर एट ऑल। मैं दो ही बार आई हैव मेट रफी साहब। वंस in 1969 when he was doing a show in Chennai with Minu Purushottam. I just went, saw the show, and I could not go and meet him. And later, when I have become a playback singer, Alju made 2 theaters were there in Prasad Studios, 1 and 2. He came to record a Telugu song. I was recording here. I wanted to go and meet, but I was just up and coming singer. I could not take the permission to stop the recording and go and meet. One छोटा सा break आया. I ran there, and just then he finished his take. I went into the voice room, touched his feet. I wanted to say something. Meanwhile, the production assistant from this theatre came, take for ready music director's meeting. I ran away. Then he was asking, who was that boy? He said, sir, he's up and coming. That is the only twice I met. Third time, I met in an award function in Hyderabad. Some local cultural association for Hindi song, Kya Hua Tera Wada, got the song, Best Singer Award. And for some Telugu movie, I got an award. That was the third time I met him. But I meet him every day. I see him every day. I want to give 2 experiences in my life. When I have not started singing, I was doing my engineering in a place called Indian Institute of Engineering Technology. It was 1 mile away from the room where I was there. I used to go by cycle to my classes. There was a small shanty tea shop on the way. So morning when I used to go for my survey classes, 7 to 7:15 Radio Ceylon used to broadcast all the old melodious numbers. So at least in a week, 3 days, one particular song, when it was being played, I used to stop there, just close my eyes, I didn't know which film it is. I pretty well knew that was Rafi Sahab's. And without my knowledge, I used to cry. And then I go. After 6 months, this chai wala one day stopped. And in his own dialect, he was talking. Hey guy, I have been watching you since 6 months. You come, and when one particular song is being played in the radio, you cry, and then you go. He said, why? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know. I don't know why I am doing it. You know what that song was? सावन की कला छाई ये देख दिल झूमा ये प्यार अंगड़ाई दीवाना हुआ बादल. That was the song. And then his influence was like on me like anybody else. When I had become a playback singer, and I had a small car. One day I was going, the tea shop was there, I stopped and I went in. He said, Saab, kya chahiye? No, I'm the same guy who was going on the bicycle and you used to ask me why you are crying. Now I know why I am crying. Because until then I used to listen to human beings singing. From then, when I stopped there, it was God singing. That's what I thought. Till today. And when I was beginning my career and going to all the music directors asking for chances, all my audition songs, first songs, for whichever music director in whichever language, it was only Rafi Saab's song. And one particular song was जाने वालों ज़रा मुड़ के देखो मुझे एक इंसान हूँ मैं तुम्हारी तरह. And I used to improvise this and sing. एक इंसान हूँ मैं तुम्हारी तरह जाने वालों ज़रा. Can you expect anybody to give so much of beauty in one letter? It is only Muhammad Rafi Sahab. As I was singing Deewana Hua Badal, देख दिल झूमा. You listen to that ma. Can anybody say that? How much of technical sense he has got? Because each recording theatre's voice room has its own acoustics. Each recordist has his own style of recording. Each microphone has its own sensitivity. So unless you are experienced, the way he utilized the microphone's distance, sometimes he was so soft, but everything was so crystal clear. I didn't know how he did it. I don't think even he knew how he did it, because he is God's creation. But whatever God was asking him, he was doing it. There was some that high. How many times you listen to that? You just cry with him. Even if it is a romantic song, he makes you cry. The reason is, a human being has become very selfish in the lowkick things. You work, you care for your family, you take care of your money and all those things. Sometimes all your emotions have gone back. And when you listen to Rafi's song, they all become molten and they come through your eyes out. That is the quality of a playback singer, actually. My due apologies because there are lots of artists here. There are lots of artists to whom he has sung. I can say now, because I need not have to be modest here. 90% of the artists have not done justice to his singing, sir. And extremely, I don't want to say who are those 90 and who are the rest of the Mahfizi and Bashir. Please. Because with his voice, they were looking as if they were performing extraordinarily. That was the thing. And everybody used to say that he used to change his voice or something like that.
उनकी आवाज की वजह से हमारी परफॉर्मेंस एनहांस
Yes. And everybody used to say that he used to change the voice for other. He never did it. He changed only the style of singing. And it is one voice, without doing anything, it will suit anybody and everybody. In one film, how could it be? Kishoda was singing for Devanandji and Rafi Saab was singing for Devanand. Gata rahe also was Devanandji. And Tere mere sapne ab ek rang hai, o jahan bhi le jaye hum. Listen to that hum now. You please go home and listen to that hum. Hum sang hai. One lady was asking me after seeing Raj Kapoor ji's Sangam. Raj Kapoor is more handsome than Rajendra Kumar. Why did Vaijayanthimala fall in love with Rajendra Kumar? I said, did she fall in love with Rajendra Kumar ji? No. You listen to this. Meherban likhon, hasina likhon, ya dilruba likhon. Listen to Hayran. हैरान हूँ कि आपको इस खत में क्या Okay, that's okay, romantic, love letter. कि मेरा प्रेम पत्र पढ़कर कि तुम नाराज ना होना, कि तुम मेरी जिंदगी हो. If somebody says like that, कि तुम मेरी जिंदगी हो, who will not fall in love with? Vaijayanthimala Kumar did not fall in love with Rajendra Kumar. She fell in love with Muhammad Rafi. Any hero, every hero must have been loving Muhammad Rafi. Due respects to your mother. His heroine was only his wife. I pretty well what a God-fearing man he was. And ultimately I want to tell one experience and then shut my mouth because I know my bahut baat banta hu. That too when Rafi Saab's thing comes, I cannot stop. I cannot stop. That's my right. I feel I am his son. I feel I am his family. That's it. After hard day's work, I was so busy. At least for 20 years, I was recording 5 songs, 6 songs every day. When I come home and after eating my dinner, always cassettes of Rafi Saab's will be there. I play one song, just close my eyes, and tears will be going on. My wife used to say, stop the tape recorder. You were working morning till the evening, come home, and music should give you relief. Why are you crying? I will stop playing these cassettes, she used to say. If you stop playing these cassettes, it doesn't mean it is buzzing inside me, don't worry about that. But the thing is, I'm not crying. I said, I'm not crying. ये प्रक्षालन होती है ना हमको, जब मॉर्निंग से इवनिंग तक कितने काम करते हैं हम, इसमें तो some mistakes we make and everything. And when you listen to this voice, you feel that you are totally cleansed. That's why the tears come to your eyes. That is the divinity in the voice. So I always say, there is another dimension to any artist, to any art form. You see, you may be a great singer, great lyricist, great actor or a director or whatever it is. The other dimension is the discipline and the goodness. What a great human being he was. That's what I was talking to his next Kirtan King. You don't listen to so many interviews which he has done. Very, very little. That too, if we ask 10 questions, he will answer one. In that, Allah Bas. Nothing more than that. I don't know how he gets that much of power in his voice when he goes to the microphone. I think he has been saving all his energy only for the sake of singing because he felt God has sent him to sing and keep people happy. That's it. There was a big dearth upstairs there, because there was no good singer upstairs. So they thought that no, we need this man back. That's why 54 is the age to pass away. No. We were lucky because Gandharvo ne if they make small mistake, kisi shrap se, they will come down as human beings. So that we were lucky that Rafiji has a shrap and came here as a human being. And we are unlucky because the time was over. We call it as the culmination of the avatar. The culmination of the avatar. Muhammad Rafi avatar period was 54 years. So he had to go back again on the call of Allah. He went there. But his compositions, his singing, his voice lives as long as music lives, as long as music. Human beings think of good things, it will be there. I am privileged, sir. I know I took a little more time than necessary, but I wanted to be here today.
Wow.
And I feel very blessed. I feel very happy, and I can see so many Muhammad Rafis here.
Wow.
His Atma is here. Everybody is here. I can see the tradition. Long live his legacy. Long live his legacy. Muhammad Rafi is unique. There will be only one Muhammad Rafi. There can never be another singer like him. God bless his soul. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.